Hey, it's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen with a look at your extended forecast and even beyond here as we look into the next 7 to 10 days here. Thanks for clicking on. We're looking at record heat potential here on Sunday. The record is 83, set back in 2016. Our forecast 79. We have seen quite a few model runs here showing 80, 81 degrees. So this, I think, is still in reach for Sunday, but it's going to be unusually warm nonetheless here. Look at these forecast high temperatures across the state and the region here. Lots of upper 70s, maybe a few 80s here on the northern front range, 60s in the mountains on October 27th. That is just strange. Look at the departure from normal with this forecast. These mountain temperatures are more than 20 degrees warmer than it would normally be on October the 27th. All these temperatures are just borderline insanity. I'll take you through the forecast here in Denver, focused around the Denver Broncos game. Very warm at kickoff, 79, maybe 80 degrees at kickoff. It may actually get comfortable with about 30 seconds left in the game. Well, hopefully, Bo Nix will have the team in victory formation for that comfortable end to the game tomorrow. Our October has just been unusually warm all across the board. In fact, record-breaking. We're still in the lead for the warmest October we've ever experienced, even given a little bit cooler day yesterday. We had 32 degrees as a low. So all of these, the averages, take all the highs and all the lows for a month and average them all out, and this is what you get. But we do have a few cooler days here. The last 3 days of October should be somewhat cool, and so we are actually projecting us to finish right behind 1950 as the second hottest October in history when it's all said and done here at the end of October. We will be watching for some fire weather out there on your Sunday. It's an elevated, is the category, elevated fire weather. We have some gusty winds, some very dry air, and all the grasses and ground cover are pretty much dead or dormant right now. So we do have a concerning situation. No warnings issued yet at the time of this recording, but we may see a few fire weather warnings go out in the area. My guess would be just north of Colorado, but please just know that we are in a dire situation when it comes to fire weather with the dry temperature. The wind doesn't have to be that strong with the low relative humidity and the dead grasses this time of year. Here's your future cast for Sunday. We're looking at staying clear in the morning. We'll all wake up to clear skies in the morning, but the clouds will start to develop as we go through the day. We may be somewhat, at least partly cloudy here in the evening hours in Denver, but no precipitation is expected across the state for your Sunday. We are still watching that storm system developing in the computer modeling. It has actually taken shape out here in the Pacific Northwest, and this is the solution that the way the forecast modeling believes the atmosphere will look here come about Tuesday. Some things have changed about this thing in the last 24 hours of modeling, so maybe just a little bit further north with this solution, and also the trough is a little bit broader. So what that does is take some of the energy away, take some of the low temperature potential away, take some of the precipitation away, but we are still looking at some impacts here, especially in the mountains. And we could be looking at that first snow still here in Denver. It only takes 1/10 of an inch of snow to get that first official measurement. And Wednesday will be our last chance to get October snow. Normally, it would happen 72 times out of 119. 60% of the time we get that first snow in October. But right now, it looks like maybe about 50-50 to get even just 1/10 of an inch. So we might have to wait till November, which only happens 20% of the time. And let's not even talk about first snow in Denver or in December. That's just kind of a ridiculous scenario that I hope we never see again. That was in 2021. But we are still looking at impacts from this storm. Widespread mountain snow still likely starting early Tuesday morning, maybe even Monday night, going into Wednesday. We're looking at 1 foot of snow in some areas. We are looking at a potential temperature swing here from Monday to Wednesday morning. Potentially could be a 50-degree swing, which would be very significant. And we're still looking for that first snow, so that is a potential impact for you in Denver. As you look at the computer forecast modeling, still low resolution this far out. We won't get into the high resolution modeling until Sunday night, maybe Monday morning, but here we have these solutions. The mountain snow has come down just a little bit over the last 24 hours, but you can still see a good 9 to 12 inch hit here in parts of the mountains. And then we'll watch on Wednesday morning the snow to try to start to spill out onto the Front Range. Not looking good, honestly. Maybe some of the higher suburbs here in Denver picking up a little snow accumulation, some in the foothills here, but in Denver right now it's less likely to actually see that first snow here in Denver. So we've actually taken the potential impact out of Tuesday because at this point we're kind of confident that the temperatures will be up here fairly warm, close to 60 degrees, and then the rain showers pretty scattered or maybe even isolated later in the afternoon, evening hours, maybe even into the nighttime hours. So we take the potential out of there, but just know that that is when the storm starts. It does get here. But we are still looking for Nikola Jokic to have an impact on that Nets game. Still looking for a victory here. That game will be on Channel 20, so check that out. Hopefully we get that first win of the season soon here. And I think this will stay an impact day because we have not seen a 45-degree temperature as a high since late April. So that's been a while since we've seen temperatures this cold. We do have the potential for that rain-snow mix, maybe their first snow of the year. So I do feel like we're going to remain in potential and maybe have an impact day on Wednesday. Halloween, man, we skated another storm system this year just by a couple of days. Halloween does not look too bad. Starting out maybe about 30 degrees here in the morning, maybe even in the upper 20s. So that's a cold start. Warming up, lots of sunshine through the day, and it'll be a crisp, cool night here once you get into trick-or-treating after dark. And then we actually do have one more storm system coming in here that'll come in on Saturday, but that looks like it's going to stay well to the north with very low impacts to us. So we're really, if you're snow lovers, we're rooting for that first snow coming up here on Wednesday. If you want to go beyond the forecast, if you crave that extra detail, you can check out a live forecast from a 9 News meteorologist every weekday at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Just look for any streaming device where you can find the 9 News Plus, or push the watch button on our app or our website, and you can get more details live with the 9 News Plus forecast. That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in and have a great Sunday.